Well, China already responded saying that they will be taking action against the United States, but it didn't clarify what that action is going to be. They said that they're going to be filing a case to the WTO against what they've described as U.S. unilateralism. But beyond that, everyone here is just left guessing exactly how China would retaliate, whether or not that means that China is going to come up with more tariffs to the tune of $200 billion, which would be really difficult since China only imports $130 billion worth of American goods, or what other type of action China would be able to take. Now, China has also said that it's shocked by this latest U.S. trade action, and it could be shocked because of the size of it. As you guys were just talking about, the $200 billion really covers a lot of different goods. The USTR, a senior administration official overnight, had said that they were very careful when they were curating this list, that they wanted to make sure that they were considering the U.S. consumer. But just based on the number of items on the list, it's really difficult to see how the American consumer will not be affected, or in fact how American companies or even European companies that operate here and sell to the United States will not be affected. And that's really the discussions that I've been having here with a lot of executives and the American Chamber of Commerce president, who I recently spoke to, and who said that they were really concerned about that $200 billion number because there would be just so much impact on various industries, and that for many companies here, there's really no place to hide. So that's the main concern for American companies and international companies. But there's also concern about what the impact is going to be for Chinese companies. So the Chinese government, through the Commerce Ministry, had posted what is more like a defense plan, a 4-point defense plan for Chinese companies that could be potentially affected during this trade war. So they said that for the first 2 points, which would be to assess the impact of tariffs on Chinese companies, and the second point to use the income raised by the counter tariffs as relief for Chinese firms, would help to be a direct response to these Chinese companies that could be suffering from the tariffs. And then the latter part of their list is meant to really help Chinese companies over the long term. So one was to encourage Chinese firms to diversify their imports. More specifically, they said for soybeans, autos, and seafoods, which were on the list from last Friday of that $34 billion before, and also to step up the use of foreign investment. And the state media has been really describing this as a way for the Chinese to be prepared for what has been described in the state press as a protracted and inexorable series of U.S. actions. So the Chinese are ready are in this for the long term.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.